physical world, atoms to galaxies, and spirituality helps you to explore the mysteries of existence, our purpose, and the unknown. One deals with the material and the other deals with spirit. One deals with the visible and the other deals with invisible. One is knowledge and other is wisdom. Science is lame without spirituality. Real progress, success, development, peace, civilization are possible when science and spirituality go hand in hand. Imagine you are looking at a beautiful painting. Science can explain the color, shape, and the material used in it. But spirituality helps you to feel the emotions, the beauty, and the message behind the painting. Let us look at some cool examples. Physical activities and creative outlet can change our brains and help us to focus. That's science. Prayers and positive thoughts can heal people. That is spirituality. So what does this intersection mean for us? We can use science to improve our lives and spirituality to find meaning. We can explore the unknown together, not just with our minds, but also with our hearts. In conclusion, science and spirituality are just like two best friends. Let's embrace this intersection with open minds and hearts. The unknown is not something to fear, but to explore. Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Now I would like to call N1.
Greetings to the honorable panel of judges, magnanimous members of the house, and my lovely friends. Today I am here to express my views on the topic from denial to action, confronting climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand at a crossroad, a defining moment in history, where the choices we make today will determine the future of our planet. For decades, the reality of climate change has been ignored, denied, or downplayed by individuals, industries, or even by government. But the time for denial is over. The time for action is now. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is here. Wildfires ravage our forests, hurricanes and floods devastate communities, and rising temperature threaten our oceans and ecosystems. Scientific evidence is undeniable. The warnings from experts are clear. And yet, for too long, we all have been paralyzed by inaction. However, we must not let despair paralyze us. We must transition to a sustainable future. Each and every one of us has a role to play that is powered by renewable energy sources and reduce our carbon footprint. Individual action or significance are not enough. We need collective effort, global cooperation, and unwavering political will. We must invest in clean technologies, promote sustainable practices, and hold polluters accountable. It's about protecting the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the biodiversity that sustain life on Earth. It's about protecting the air we listen, the water we drink, and the biodiversity that sustain life on Earth. We cannot afford to wait anymore. We cannot afford to wait anymore. The time for action is now. The time for denial is over. Let us move from denial to action as passive observers, but not as passive observers, but as active participants in the fight to save our planet. Thank you.
Is over.
The great Indian mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan said, "An equation means nothing to me unless it expresses a thought of God." Good morning everyone. Today I, batch number 01, stand before you to share my thoughts on topic, the intersection of science and spirituality, exploring the unknown. This profound statement reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge, whether through calculations or contemplations, ultimately seeks something greater. A universal truth that bridges both science and spirituality. This year at Ayodhya's Ram Navami celebration, a beautiful example of this unity unfolded. Engineers use mirrors and lenses to focus sunlight onto Ram Lala's forehead, creating a Surya Tilak that symbolized a divine blessing. This was the powerful merging of how modern knowledge can honor ancient traditions. Scientific inquiry delves into a tangible universe, while spirituality asks us to reflect on consciousness, purpose, and the unseen. The blending of these realms is reshaping our understanding. Fields like quantum physics and neuroscience are now unveiling truths about consciousness that resonates with spiritual teachings on awareness. As Einstein said, the more I study the universe, the more I believe in a higher power. His words echo the journey of the scientist and the sage alike. Astronaut Sunita Williams illustrated this beautifully when she shared her Diwali message from space, celebrating the triumph of light over darkness. Her words remind us that even in the boundless expanse above Earth, the pursuit of truth and goodness remains constant. As Nikola Tesla said, what one calls a god, another calls the laws of physics. In this spirit, scientific achievements and spiritual aspirations both seek to bridge the gap between the known and the infinite. So we can rightly say that India's recent missions, Chandrayaan, Gaganyaan, and Samudrayaan showcase humanity's desire to explore the realms unknown, whether in the vastness of space or the depths of the oceans. Through spirituality, we discover purpose. Through knowledge, the strength to realize it. This relationship between spirituality and discovery is the balance that allows us to grasp the vastness of existence. In conclusion, I would like to state that the union of spiritual insight and scientific exploration represents a profound commitment for understanding reality. And together, they remind us that life's greatest mysteries are not meant to divide us, but to invite us into a deeper unity. So it is rightly said by the Dalai Lama, spirituality is the science of soul. Thank you and have a cheerful day.
Next is P1.
Science and spirituality aren't connected. Is the divide between them just an illusion? A very good morning to honorable judges, respected teachers, and my worthy opponents. Today I stand here to speak on the topic, the intersection of science and spirituality. Essentially, science is grounded in logic, evidence, and observation, answering the how of the universe. Spirituality, on the other hand, seeks to understand the why, the deeper meaning and purpose of life. Together, they both provide a fuller, more balanced understanding of existence. One of the powerful examples is yoga, which has been extensively studied for its impact on mental health. Science has validated its benefits, including reduced anxiety and enhanced emotional regulation. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self. The Bhagavad Gita also cements this intersection by providing light to unified reality. Lord Krishna's advice to Arjuna says, "You have the right to work, but not to its fruits," shows the perseverance of innovators like Edison, who failed 1,000 times while inventing light bulb, but focused only on the process rather than outcome to achieve success. Even Indian scientists like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam saw no divide between science and spirituality, acknowledging that wisdom and knowledge can lead to a better understanding of existence. Meditation, a spiritual process that can help one to gain acceptance, peace, and the ability to live in the present. Practitioners have observed that meditation can lead to the physical change of the brain. In conclusion, thank you for your patient listening.
It is well said by M.K. Gandhi, if both science and spirituality go hand in hand, then one can create heaven on the whole earth. A very warm good morning to worthy judges, esteemed educators, and my dear friends. Today I want to talk about a very fascinating topic that has interested humans for all centuries, the intersection between science and spirituality. For a long time, these two fields have been seen as mutually exclusive, but I'm here to tell you that they're not only interconnected, but also complementary. Science, which provides us with a deeper understanding of the physical realm present around us. It helps us uncover the laws of nature and the vastness of the universe. However, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe, we begin to realize that there are still many things that cannot be explained by science alone. This is where spirituality comes in. Spirituality allows us to explore the unknown, tap into the mysteries of the universe, and to find meaning and purpose in our lives. One of the most compelling evidences of the intersection between science and spirituality is the concept of quantum entanglement. In quantum physics, entanglement refers to the phenomenon where two particles become connected in such a way that the state of one particle is instantly affected by the other particle, regardless of the distance between them. It suggests that there is a non-physical, interconnected web that underlies all existence, a web that transcends both space and time. This idea is mysteriously similar to the concept of non-duality in spirituality, which posits that each and every distinction in this universe is illusional. The idea that we are all connected, that we all are part of a larger whole, is the fundamental principle of many traditional beliefs. By exploring the intersection between science and spirituality, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and beauty of this universe. As Albert Einstein famously said, science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. This profound statement encapsulates the intricate relationship between science and spirituality. So let us embrace the unknown with curiosity and wonder, recognizing that the true frontiers of the knowledge lie not only in the realm of science, also in the depths of our own consciousness. Thank you.
Such beautiful.
R1, please come on stage.
A very wonderful morning to all. I, batch number R1, standing in front of you to present my views on the intersection of science and spirituality, exploring the unknown. Science driven by the evidence, an observation which looks beyond the visible world. Together, they create a fuller, richer evidence. The science and spirituality, often seen as an opposing forces, working together to bring balance and understanding. Science and spirituality are the two parts of the same oscillations. These are also working together and bring balance and spirituality. Science and spirituality are the main. Science driven by the evidence. Thank you.
It's only one plastic bag. It cannot harm the environment, but 8 billions of people says that. Only one plastic bag that thrown on the road. Or rather, it is a running tap, AC overused, firework, bread in dustbin, and so on. Climate change is a big problem on our earth. It is getting sick because of pollution, cutting trees, wasting resources. We are seeing really cold summer, heavy rains and big fires. We must act fast. This is our denial. Good morning, everyone. I am contestant number S1, standing here in the front of you to express my views on the topic from denial to action confronting climate change. We stand at the crossroad of history. Here, delight may disappear. Delight is the beauty of our planet. Let's take an example of Mount Fuji. It hasn't received snow till now, breaking records of 130 years. Our denial is the main cause of our environment. Peoples are not needy but animal beings. Hence, there will be no future generation to survive. Climate change is a real and ticking time bomb. Rising temperature, melting ice caps, the alarm bells are ringing. Yet, we have a power to act. The time for denial is over. The time for action is now. Using solar and wind energy, planting more trees, reducing waste, sharing rights, sustainable energy, renewable energy, climate policy. Let's work together for a cleaner, greener future. Every small steps count, or if you like a shorter version. Some environmentalists like Great Tumbling are doing their great, and we should do ours. Some are examples from denial to action confronting climate change, inspired by the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Simple living, non-violent resistance, personal responsibility. Let together to work for a cleaner, greener future. Thank you. Have a cheerful day.
Now I would like to call T1.
Good morning, everyone. future, where knowledge and compassion guides us hand in hand, where understanding the universe also means embracing our role within it. In conclusion, science and spirituality are the two sides of the same coin, each incomplete without the other. By embracing both, we open ourselves to fuller, richer, a view of life and our place in it. Thanks for your kind patience and have a great day ahead.
From junior category is U1. Please come on stage.
Be hopeful. I want you to panic. I want you to act as if the house is on fire because it is. Good morning, respected judges, worthy audience, and my fellow contestants. Today I stand before you to address one of the most defining challenges of our time, climate change. For far too long, we have found comfort in denial, choosing to look away from the stark realities that science presents. But denial does not stop glaciers from melting, it does not keep forests from burning, it does not stop storms from getting stronger, the seas from rising, or the air from getting warmer. Today we need action. Climate change is not some distant and theoretical issue, it is here and now. It affects us all regardless of nationality, age, and socio-economic status. It is in the unprecedented heat waves, the destructive hurricanes, the fires that ravage our lands, and the floods that displace communities. We cannot afford to ignore it any longer. The time for denial has passed, and the time for action is upon us. But what does action look like? It starts with each of us taking responsibility for our carbon footprints and demanding accountability from industries and governments that contribute to environmental degradation. We must push for renewable energy, advocate for sustainable practices, support policies that protect our planet for future generations. We need innovation, yes, but above all, we need courage. The courage to confront uncomfortable truths, to shift our habits and make sacrifices for greater good. We need leaders who are not only informed but are driven to make a difference, who will not just only talk about change but also act on it. If we rise to this occasion, if we confront climate change with urgency and dedication it demands, we can create a world that is healthier, more resilient, and more just. Together we can move from denial to action, and in doing so, we are build a future we are proud to hand down to generations to come. Finally, I would like to conclude with a quote by Barack Obama. We are the first generation to feel about the impact of climate change and the last generation that can do something about it. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Weeks, if not months of practice. So I request you all to encourage them with a big round of applause. Before we move on, we have a quick performance by Simran and Muskan, who are performing Gadwali dance to lighten the mood.
Roma Ready for the talent round. I request to the judges. Please wait for 2 minutes for the talent round.
To enjoy something special. Now I would like to call Simran Vinoja for Bhangra. Please welcome her.
Che
Remember, this competition is not just about winning, it's about expressing your thoughts, exploring new ideas, and connecting with your audience. Every word you speak was a power to inspire, to challenge, and to evoke emotions. So please everyone, give yourself a big round of applause.
Now I would like to call for the talent round G1, H1, K1, O1, T1. Please come on the stage. And please give a big round of applause to our team.
Who is Jeevan? Your topic was science and spirituality.
Yes.
The intersection of science and spirituality. Okay. Let us know what is the difference between religion and spirituality.
Thank you for your questions. To the world and one God. And religion are different. We can say that the one who follows religion believes in different gods, and spirituality is like one of all them. Means the oneness of all gods is spirituality according to me.
Okay, now question is addressed to L1, H1, and the topic is climate change.
Yes, ma'am.
My question is, how can young children be instrumental in combating the problem of climate change? Contribute in solving the problem of climate change.
Thank you, ma'am, for your question. Ma'am, young children can contribute by many ways, like planting trees or keeping the environment clean, their house and the public areas clean. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, my question goes to K1.
Yes,
Your
sir.
book is about climate change. So
Yes.
you have to tell something about black holes. Can you tell something about black holes?
So my topic. So ozone layer depletion is caused by greenhouse gases which heat the earth incessantly. We can take steps reducing these greenhouse gases by using water mindfully, and we should use air conditioners and vehicles only when needed. Code red for humanity is the need of the hour. It is urging immediate and courageous action. We should we should not create wreaking havoc by polluting the environment. Thank you.
My question is to O1, and your topic was science and spirituality.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you are given the opportunity of being the principal of your school for one day. How would you add the ingredient of spirituality in day-to-day functioning of your school?
Thank you for the question, sir. So the connection of science and spirituality is very essential for us. So I will tell students to do spiritual practices like meditation or prayer because it reduces stress and improve focus, and it will also help them to improve in studies. So thank you, sir.
topic is science and spirituality.
Yes, ma'am.
You have said that science and spirituality go hand in hand. Do you agree with this?
Yes, ma'am.
How?
It gives knowledge to us. So I don't know much about it, but I know that I study about many philosophers, but I don't that guides and hand in hand. So I don't know.
No problem.
That's all.
Action to protect the environment, reduce carbon footprint, and restore harmony to the earth. So please welcome our students.
Is the only known planet having life in this universe. We should respect and maintain everything we get from our Mother Earth.
I would like to invite our first participant, A2.
Good morning, all of you, respected jury members, honorable teachers, and my dear friends. I am batch number 8. Now, before diving in, let's all take a deep together. Okay? Ready? Close your eyes, guys. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Release. That's the closest some of us came to mindfulness this week. Mindfulness is not like you can say skill. It's a habit. Like waking up early in the morning, it's not a skill. It's a habit. So, let me honest, guys. Mindfulness sounds like it should be simple, it should be easy. Just be present, they say. Just close your eyes, they say. And yet, the moment you try it, your mind says, oh, now we are quiet. Let me remind you of the embarrassing things that we did in back 2012. Or what you have to buy at the grocery store. Or, dear, you forgot to complete your physics homework. Mindfulness sometimes feels like trying to herd a bunch of cats. Except the cats are your thoughts and they all are running in different directions. But here is the thing. Mindfulness is actually super powerful. Study shows that mindfulness helps in reducing stress, improve our focus, and even make you happier. Imagine this. Being able to calm when your phone's battery at 1%, or not stressing when someone says you to relax even at the 100th time. For example, think about driving. Ever find yourself pulling in the driveway and thinking, wait, how did I get here? That's called autopilot, and we are way more than on it than we realize. Mindfulness is like turning off that autopilot. Mindfulness is like actually paying attention to the surroundings, like noticing the color of sky, noticing the color of these trophies, and noticing our feelings on the ground. So, why does mindfulness matter? Because in the world of constant buzzing and beeping, we lost our ability to just be. And that just be help us to cope with the crazy stuff that life throws at us. It's like having a little superpower. You won't always get it right. Even the best mindful experts admit that they are mentally planning their next meal during meditation. So, but if you do or practice it even 2 to 3 minutes every day, you will notice drastic changes. So, here is a challenge for you guys. Next time, when you feel stressed or distracted, just sit down and calm your mind. And notice your breath. Notice everything around yourself while you are closing your eyes. Or when you are waiting for someone in line. Rather than scrolling through your phone, just pay attention to the notice. Just pay attention and notice everything around you. Who's standing in front of you? Who's standing beside you? That's called mindfulness. The truth is, like, mindfulness is not, you can say, perfect things. It's more about training our mind to how to stop, breathe, and relax. But like, if you practice mindfulness every day, as F1 told earlier, they have several benefits to it. But at last, thank you guys. And next time, when someone cuts you in the traffic, just take a deep breath, and you will thank me later. Thank you.
Wonderful performance. Our next participant is B2.
A very pleasant morning to all present here. I am B2. Today I am present here to talk about the impact of mindfulness on our mental health. After hearing the word mindfulness, the first question that comes to our mind is, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a practice that being aware of our
We appreciate your guidance. Thank you. Our next participant, C2, is absent, so I would like to call D2.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I stand before you to speak on the topic that has become increasingly important in our fast-paced life, that is, impact of mindfulness on our mental health. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a simple word, means being present in the moment. It is about paying full attention to what you are doing, feeling, or thinking without distracting by the noise around us. It is about paying full attention to your doing. In our busy world, we often find ourselves juggling multiple tasks, rushing from one thing to the next, and worrying about the future. In doing so, we forget to enjoy the present moment, the only time which we truly have. Why is mindfulness important? When we are mindful, we focus on one task, giving it our full attention. When we are mindful, we focus on the one task. This calms our mind, reduces anxiety, and improves our concentration. As students, we often feel overwhelmed by the studies, exams, or expectations. But when we are mindful, we approach these challenges with a focused and a clear mind. This helps us reduce stress and improves our concentration, making us more efficient and productive. It encourages focusing calm and reduces our stress and improves our concentration. When we are mindful, we focus on the one task that are given to a particular student or to anyone else. When we are mindful, we just know what we are doing to the giving it an exact thing. It helps us staying calm and helps us. There are many simple ways of practicing mindfulness. First, breathing exercise. Focus on breathing as it flows in and out. Body scan. Paying attention to different parts of your body, noting any sensation without trying to change them. Mindful eating. Slowly and consciously eating food, savoring each bite. It's all other techniques that can be helpful for both adults and the children to stay calm and mindful. There are many different aspects that can be helpful in your life. First, mental clarity. Being mindful can help to stay calm and improves your concentrations. Second, breathing, emotional balance. Being emotionally balanced and helps us to reduce your stress. Third, improve relationships. Being fully present in the conversation, we can better understand ourselves and we can respond more thoughtfully in the conversation, that deepening connections with others. Last, productivity. It helps us staying calm and focusing on the task. Lastly, mindfulness can help us connect to the present. It is not about staying only on the one task, giving it our full attention. In conclusion, mindfulness allows us to stay at the present moment which we truly have and improves our courage to do the task and the things we are given to a particular aspects. Thank you.
Participant E2.
Hello, esteemed judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I am honored to share insights on the breath that is transforming the mental well-being worldwide, mindfulness. As we navigate the complexities of life, where stress and anxiety seem ever present, mindfulness offers a timeless approach to rediscovering peace, balance, and emotional resilience. Mindfulness, at its core, is an art of fully embracing the present moment with full awareness, acceptance, and compassion. This principle is deeply rooted with ancient tradition, including the Hindu scriptures. The Bhagavad Gita, for instance, encourages us to live in the present, focus on our action without attachment to the outcome. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have the right to perform your duties, but not to the fruits of your action. This teaching reflects the essence of mindfulness, reminding us to cultivate peace without any worry or expectation. Modern science affirms study shows that regular mindfulness practice can significantly alleviate the symptoms of anxiety, stress, and depression. According to an American Psychological Association, mindfulness-based stress reduction program reduces the psychological stress with participants experiencing 20% decrease in stress and anxiety level. Thus, this simply brings our mind to the present moment without judgment and can fundamentally transform our mental well-being. Moreover, mindfulness has been shown to improve emotional regulation, which is key to mental resilience. Through mindfulness, we learn to observe our emotions without reacting impulsively. Mindfulness is a practice that we all should practice daily. Hindu philosophy speaks to this, the power of emotional mastery, especially the teachings of Upanishads, highlighting the importance of self-control and awareness. Self-control and awareness in daily life as a pathways to the inner peace. Mindfulness practices are not only effective, but also incredibly accessible. Simple techniques like mindful breathing, walking, or even eating can simply fit into our daily routines. Just a few minutes of mindful practices can significantly bring a change in our lives. To conclude, mindfulness is a gift that empowers us to live in the present, focus on our action without attachment to the outcome. By incorporating mindfulness into our lives, we learn to observe our emotions without reacting impulsively. So let us take a moment, breathe briefly, and enhance the power as pathways to greater peace and purpose. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Now I would like to call F2 on stage.
Borders, tears of terror, and screams of separation was the partition's painful birth. A nation's independence, marred by fratricidal violence, left deep scars. Unspoken fears and vices left unaddressed, boiled over into violence. Would this ever happen if people are tolerant towards each other's religion? Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, worthy teachers, and my dear friends, today I stand before you to proclaim the imperative of interfaith dialogue in building the bridges of understanding. In a world torn apart by divisions and conflicts, we must recognize the power of faith to unite, not to divide. We live in a world where differences in our faith are often exploited to fuel hatred and violence, leading to wars. But I would like to say that our diversity across the globe should not be a weakness, but a strength in embracing our differences to find richness of human experience and for the peaceful existence of a pluralistic society. Perhaps the world's community today needs a platform, particularly in terms of religion, faith, and culture. In this sense, interreligious or interfaith dialogue can be seen as an effective platform. It is one such powerful tool that may facilitate discussions to combat hate speech, discrimination, and promote peace building. Uniting diverse faith communities can merit us to explore the shared values of empathy, mercy, and justice. By manifesting mercy in our interactions, we can create spaces for understanding and respecting each other's unique diversity. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, if we have love for all the creatures, we will have peace. It's such a bond that connects one another, regardless of beliefs and backgrounds, creating a safe place for the people. Further, it stands as the pillars of society, defending us against oppressions and offering relief to the wounded. The true interfaith dialogue of oneness, unconditional love, and compassion can eclipse the woundedness and brokenness around the globe, because in God's eyes, nothing is particular but universal. Remember, dear friends, in God's eyes, nothing is particular but universal.
Interfaith dialogue is not about converting or convincing others. It is all about completion, becoming a more fully complete human being from our inner spaciousness. The aim of interfaith dialogue is to acknowledge that mystery and truth of God are endlessly rich and deep. So, my dear friends, let's make the world rich with the fragrance of interfaith dialogue, which imbues and instills humility, commitment, interconnection, and empathy in us. Wrapping up my opinions, I would like to say that we are not just Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, or Jews. We are human beings deserving of truth, dignity, and respect. So let us engage in dialogues connecting heart to heart. Let us listen to each other's stories, traditions, and values, for I believe that together we can create a world where faith is a source of unity, not division. Thank you.
Divisions often dominate the headlines. Today, we choose a different path. A path of unity, understanding, and respect. We stand here to bridge the gaps that separate us, to dismantle the walls that isolate us, and to forge a future where every faith, every culture, and every soul can thrive. Interfaith dialogue, a noble pursuit that dares to dream of understanding amidst our differences, that dares to build bridges instead of walls. And yet, I ask, why has this dialogue been so painfully slow? Why, after centuries of shared humanity, does our world still bleed from wounds inflicted by ignorance, mistrust, and hostility among faiths? I am not here to make gentle requests or to soothe the ears of those who wish to see change without discomfort. I am here to demand action because we stand on the brink of disaster. We do not need mere tolerance. Tolerance is a house built on sand, one gust away from collapse. We need solidarity. We need allies willing to defend each other, not from a place of duty, but from a place of respect. This is not about ignoring our differences. This is about facing them head on. Yes, we have ideas that clash, principles that diverge, and beliefs that seem irreconcilable. But we cannot sit idle, bound to the shackles of centuries-old dogmas, while our division threatens to engulf us all. We see extremism, hatred, and violence in the name of God. We hear the voices of those who misuse faith as a weapon to divide, dehumanize, and to desecrate the very sanctity of human life. Let me be clear. Dialogue is not a tool for the faint-hearted. It requires courage. It requires confronting our own biases, our own failures, and sometimes our own complicity. True interfaith dialogue means battling with uncomfortable questions. Why do we fear others who are different? Why do we allow centuries of inherited biases to cloud our judgment? And most importantly, why do we sit silently while our differences are manipulated by those who profit from division? Interfaith dialogue is not a distant dream. It is a present reality. It is the mosque that invites the neighbor, the mandir that welcomes a stranger, and the church that shelters a refugee. It is the Hindu who breaks bread with the Muslim, the Christian who shares wisdom with the Buddhist, and the Sikh who stands in solidarity with the Parsi. Interfaith dialogue cannot be bounded by some words of understanding. Together, we have begun a conversation today. A conversation that will go beyond these walls, beyond our differences, and beyond our fears. Our aim is to build, not to destroy, to heal, not to hurt, to unite, not to divide. This is our challenge. This is our duty. Let us no longer tiptoe around the fire. Let us march into the flames of this dialogue. For in that flame lies the hope for a new world. A world where understanding reigns and humanity itself can finally come home.